All right, good morning, everyone. We're about to go do a little bit of food plot work. We're actually going to be frost seeding today. We got about 2 to 3 inches of snow this morning. Well, last night, this morning. It's supposed to warm up throughout the day, so the snow is melting pretty quick. And then what I see for the next week or so is it's going to freeze at night. It's going to get high 20s. So that ground will freeze, thaw during the day, freeze, thaw during the day. It's going to do that for the next week and a half, and then it's going to get warm. So this, although I usually do not like frost seeding in the snow, these are perfect conditions. So we'll go a little more in depth once we get there. This is going to be one of our clover plots / brassica plots that we did a lot of hunting out of this year. The deer have completely destroyed it, so there's a lot of bare dirt in the actual food plot itself, which is good. You want as much soil to seed contact as possible. So it's really good for these brassica plots you want to convert into clover for either a summer plot or summer and fall food plot. So we'll go over more. It's going to be a little windy. The wind is whipping, but with the conditions we have right now, I wanted to get this done as quick as possible. Take advantage of these conditions when we have them, because these conditions don't last long around here. Yeah, so we'll keep her moving. All right, so we got the seeder all loaded up with our clover seed. You can see down in there. So they're real small seeds. So the setup we have here is a Maverick blind overlooking a clover plot that comes around and transitions to brassicas, and hopefully that whole hillside is standing corn next year. We're still in the works about that. But what I want to do is just walk back and forth and just frost seed this. It's already planted in clover, except for where it was brassicas and the deer destroyed. So we're going to thicken up the clover that's there while also adding clover to the brassicas to take the most advantage we can, put as much food in there. So normally I wouldn't say to do it in snow. It's easier for the birds to pick up. That seed will sit on top of it. There's just too many things that'll go wrong. If you look at this snow, it's real soft snow. It's not hard, it's not frozen on top. So the seed will actually go into it as it starts to, as we lay it down. When it freezes, thaws, it'll melt it and get it close to that contact point and actually hide that seed from birds. You'll still have some picked off by birds. I don't know that you can ever truly get away from that, but it'll help a lot. So that is the plan. Also, the nice thing about the snow is when you walk through it, obviously you're leaving tracks. So you'll be able to see where you hit and where you didn't hit, and just be able to cover up the ground as quality as you can. So let me go get the seeder and we'll get to work. All right. So we just got done frost seeding this clover plot here. The sun will start to hit it, melt this snow, allow that seed to go in deeper, hiding it from the birds, hiding it from anything that might eat it. Important to remember, conditions are obviously number one. We already went over that. But another good thing to remember is your seeding rate, you're going to want a little heavier when frost seeding. You're going to lose more seed than, say, a tilled field that you may encounter. So extra seed doesn't hurt, especially with clover, a smaller seed. And this plot should be good come turkey season. We got some roosting up on that ridge over there. Next year we're going to put some screening. There's obviously a house right here. We're going to put screening so we can get into the blind, hide it from the house. The deer feel more comfortable back here. So that's my point of view on frost seeding. I'm sure not everyone's going to agree with it, but it is what it is. That's just how I do it. All right. So that's going to do it on the frost seeding video. The wind's really kicking up. I would explain the rest of it in the field, but it's a little chilly in just a sweatshirt. But yeah, frost seeding clover, super easy, super self-explanatory. Again, the conditions have to be perfect. Soil prep's one thing. We'll go ahead and lime these later on throughout the year. Fertilize and all that. We'll hit that when we start to do that stuff. But right now it's just frost seeding, filling the gaps, give these brassica plots some kind of summer forage, not only for the deer but the rabbits, The bees, we're going to be doing beekeeping on this property this year. Turkeys are a big one. We got the roost trees up there. I'm hoping the turkeys start to use this property a little more as we enhance the habitat. But yeah, super explanatory. Some people like frost seeding the snow. Some people are totally against it. I personally like it if it's the correct kind of snow, followed up by the correct conditions. I never say never. I'm never going to say I'm not going to do a certain way, because there's always ways around those rules. So if you have any questions, or you want any food plot consulting, any land consulting on your property, give us a call. Visit our website and we can get you hooked up and come make your property the best it can be. All right, well, I'm going to go warm up and I'll see you on the next one.